Welcome to Mia Money, where we uncover the hidden rules of wealth, investing, and the psychology of money.
Picture this. You finally land that six-figure job you've been dreaming about for years. You update your LinkedIn, you celebrate with your friends, and you feel like you have finally made it. But fast forward 6 months. It's a random Tuesday, and you're sitting at your kitchen table staring at your banking app in a panic. Your next paycheck doesn't clear until Friday, and you somehow only have $400 left to your name. You are making more money than you ever have in your entire life. Yet here you are, standing in the grocery store aisle, doing mental math to see if you can afford the name brand pasta. In places like the US or the UK, we're told that landing a $160,000 salary means you're rich. But for many families, the reality is very different. For millions of people, a high income doesn't buy financial freedom. It simply buys a much more expensive, invisible cage. Let's look at a household making a $160,000 a year. This diagram shows exactly what happens to that gross salary. Right away, that large block of income is slashed by taxes and basic deductions. That huge starting number shrinks to a take-home pay of about $9,500 a month. Because they make good money, society tells them they deserve a $500,000 starter home. After the mortgage, property taxes, and insurance, that house eats up nearly $4,400. That is 46% of their entire take-home pay gone, just to keep a roof over their heads. Then come the other expectations. Add in 2 car payments, student loans, groceries, and basic utilities, and that remaining sliver of money is chipped away almost entirely. This leaves about $1,500 to cover everything else: clothing, medical copays, kids' activities, and any attempt at saving. Because their expenses are so high, these households are walking a tightrope. They are exactly one broken air conditioner or one unexpected medical bill away from financial disaster. This is what high-income poverty looks like. The financial industry often ignores a simple reality. The most important skill in wealth building isn't how much money you earn. It's how much money you keep. This chart compares 2 people. One earns $50,000 but keeps their expenses low and invests $20,000. The other earns 4 times more but spends almost all of it. Because of their choices, the person with the lower income is actually building wealth faster and is closer to financial independence. High earners often fall into the trap of lifestyle inflation. As their income rises, they feel a social pressure to buy things that project status, matching their new paycheck to new luxuries. This leads to what I call automotive Stockholm syndrome. People convince themselves that because they got a promotion, they now deserve a $55,000 truck with an $800 monthly payment. They will defend that truck payment with passion. But over 7 years, when you factor in the loan, insurance, and gas, that one vehicle will drain $130,000 of their wealth. They are trading their future security for cup holders and heated seats. By continuously increasing their expenses to match their raises, they keep adding bars to their cage. They look successful to their neighbors, but they are trapped in a cycle of debt. To escape this, you have to stop relying on willpower. When all your money sits in one giant checking account, your brain sees it as one big pool of spending money, making it easy to overspend without thinking. Instead, you need a 2-account system. As you can see here, your income is immediately split. One funnel goes into a bills account that automatically handles your fixed expenses. The other goes into a spending account, which contains your strictly limited, guilt-free money. By redesigning your environment this way, you make overspending difficult. You create a barrier that protects your money without having to track every minor purchase. Once your spending is under control, the next step is a difficult grind: saving your first $20,000. This takes time and deliberate focus. Reaching this milestone changes your relationship with your job. You aren't rich yet, but you have moved out of pure survival mode and built a small but critical safety net. For a household with $8,000 in monthly costs, $20,000 covers about 10 weeks of life. That window of time gives you leverage. It gives you the room to negotiate for a better salary or stand your ground with a toxic boss, knowing you aren't just 1 week away from zero. True wealth isn't loud or flashy. It's the quiet confidence of knowing you've broken the cycle and are finally in control of your life.
If this video helped you think differently about money, like and subscribe to Mia Money. And in the comments, tell me, what's the biggest financial lesson you've learned recently?